Quite a story for you this afternoon about a man who has worked alongside and choreographed for some of the biggest names in music, from Michael Jackson, Pink, Whitney Houston, you name it.
They're all there. Wow. Wow, this is so exciting. And of course, Claudia got a chance to sit down with them to learn how it all got started. Take a look.
As a teenager, I, didn't really fit in a lot. And I knew there was something different about me.
Glenn Douglas Packard's story starts worlds apart from where it lands.
I was a dairy farmer until I was about 19 years old, milking cows and just doing the regular things Michigan young guys do.
His career put him on some of the world's biggest stages. But there was a time when the only stage the Emmy-nominated choreographer found himself on was near the cow stalls.
I was always going around the farm dancing like Kevin Bacon. I really loved to entertain people, including the cows.
Glenn was a Michigan boy doing Michigan things, and he thought maybe that's the way it'd always be. But he always wondered if there was a life beyond the barn.
And I knew that there was a bigger purpose for me.
Glenn pushed those thoughts aside for a life in the dairy industry until life as a Michigan boy doing Michigan things took a turn when his four-wheeler nearly killed him.
The four-wheeler grabbed a hold of my leg and just basically pretty much ripped the leg off.
Glenn had a compound fracture. His entire leg was shattered. An infection would keep him fighting for his life.
And so I spent the next few months in the hospital fighting the infection and hoping that they wouldn't have to amputate the leg. The doctors pretty much said that I probably wasn't going to walk normal again.
It was during this time Glenn made himself a promise.
If God, you got me through this, I was going to start living authentically to myself. I was going to start living my dreams.
Through nothing short of a miracle, doctors were able to save his leg.
Eventually, I learned how to walk, and like Forrest Gump, run, Forrest, run, it was dance, Glenn, dance, and I discovered dance, and I just never stopped.
Glenn said goodbye to the life he almost had, and he didn't look back. But it wasn't easy.
I was engaged to be married to my high school sweetheart. I broke that off because I knew deep down inside I was gay. So there was that too. So I left for New York City, and I've been gone for almost 35 years.
Glenn's journey has put him on the world's biggest stages with the biggest stars. From Alvin Ailey Studios to Madison Square Garden, Glenn became one of the most sought-after dance choreographers in the business.
Artists like Michael Jackson, Usher, Pink, Whitney Houston, Destiny's Child, Debbie Gibson, Liza Minnelli. I mean, full spectrum of different styles of artists.
Glenn's work earned him an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Choreographer in Television for Michael Jackson's 30th anniversary celebration.
It was like the first time I was dancing, and that it could be my last time I'm dancing.
But Glenn never once forgot where he came from.
Now I'm back to my roots, Michigander Glenn.
35 years later, Glenn is back in Michigan, here at the Institute of Dancers, inspiring the next generation.
Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8.
His students meet multiple times a week to dance, some driving hours each night to learn under Glenn. A few have even moved across the country to be here. Eden is one of Glenn's many talented dancers, and now teaches here.
He's a very dedicated, happy person, and it really bleeds into everyone around him to just want to do better.
Eden's been able to follow her dreams because of what she's learned here. And from music videos to tour opportunities, Glenn's students are dancing their way to the top.
I've been able to go on dance jobs and where they fly me out and kind of roll out the red carpet for me, and I learned all of those skills here.
I'm here to open that door for them, and they gotta dance through it.
His motto? Don't tell people your dreams, show them.
Ruin your vibe, no time for rumination. Let's leave it all behind, take a flight, aviation.
Ari has been dancing through it since she was 9.
I liked how he didn't treat me like a 9-year-old. He treated me like everyone else in the room. What's made me who I am. Like, dance is me now.
He's very cutthroat in the studio. He wants to push you, but it's out of a place of love. It's out of a place of wanting you to get better.
I knew I was in the right place. I knew I was doing what I was meant to do, and he shows me how I can just like he inspires us, that we have the ability to inspire everyone else.
And I think that Glenn has helped so many of us find our own individuality. So it's just a beautiful atmosphere.
Why would I help people in this crazy dance world? Well, actually, why wouldn't I?